everyone, this is Liza from Xerion Software, and today I'm going to be walking you through our new multi-photo element. Up until now, you've probably been using our classic image element, where you take one photo at a time, and if you want multiple photos, you need to submit multiple records or repeat the element. We understand that it slows down the process, so that's why our team created the new multi-photo element. It allows users to rapidly take up to 6 photos within the same element, so there is no confirming or pausing between photos. We're going to begin by adding the multi-photo element to our form builder and reviewing the current dynamic attributes that are available. So on the left-hand side, you'll see the new multi-photo element. Go ahead and add that to your form. And then you want to scroll down on the right-hand side to view the dynamic attributes that are available. So right now, nothing is active. So you go down to the drop down here, and we'll start with the multi-photo element limit. So this limits the number of photos that can be selected or taken within the element. So at this time, the maximum amount of photos that can be taken is 6. So this attribute is useful if you want your users to be limited to 5 photos or less. So we're going to go ahead and add a 5 there. And so then the next time a user tries to use this element on your form, they will only be able to take 5 photos at once. Okay, and then the other two dynamic attributes are disable camera and disable photo library. So when disable camera is on, the camera cannot be used for this element. So then it will be defaulted to the library. And the same when you disable photo library, it can't be used, so it will default to camera. And it's easy to edit these when you want them in use and when you want them turned off. You have the green toggle here, green for on, where you can toggle it off, or you can go ahead and use the trash bin on the right hand side to delete as needed. And as always, make sure you go ahead and save your form. Next, we're going to go through the multi-photo element on your device. So let's take a look at what it looks like. So here's the new view. On the bottom, going from left to right, you have the trash can to delete photos or delete any photos you had from the library. You have your photo count, which right now is 0 out of 6 because currently you haven't taken any photos. And then you have your camera to add photos from your camera, and your library icon to add photos from your photo library. And on top right, you'll see a check mark, and you'll use that check mark when you're complete with the element. So let's go ahead and take some photos with the camera. So I'm just going to rapidly take 6 photos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you'll see automatically it put me back to this page because it said, hey, you hit the max of 6 photos, so you're done taking photos. And here you can review the photos you took and you can edit. So maybe I want to delete 2 of them. So we'll go ahead, delete 2 photos, and then maybe let's add some photos from the photo library. You can see I went paddleboarding recently. So I'm just going to add some photos here. So say I add 4, you'll see what happens next. So I added too many because I only have spot for 2. Oops, so I got a pop-up that says you can only pick a max of 6. So it used the 2 photos that I picked first. So you'll see them on the bottom there. And then you'll see my count on the bottom has changed as well. So it says 6 out of 6. Go ahead, delete some more. Perfect. And then, okay, I feel like we're done. So let's click the check mark. So next, let's walk through what these dynamic attributes look like. So first, I put a limit of 5 photos. So you'll see the major difference on the bottom is instead of 0 out of 6 on the bottom, it now says 0 out of 5. So I can only take 5 photos. So I'm going to do camera, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yep, all done. You're done taking photos. 5 out of 5. Great. Click the check mark. And the other dynamic attribute is disable camera. So you'll see I do not have the option to use the camera. The icon is not even there, but I do have the option to use my photo library. So we'll click on photo library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos, select. Great, and now I have my 6 out of 6 photos. And we'll click check mark. And then the final dynamic attribute is disable photo library. So you'll see now we can only take photos with the camera and the icon for the photo library is not there. So go ahead, take some photos, feel like only taking 2. So now I have 2 out of 6 and we'll click back and we're all set. And that's the multi-photo element.